So I got appointed a special master for one of our newer judges. And she called me up to talk to me about what they do. And she said, well, you know, I've been watching your special master hearings on the internet. I said, what? I said, I better clean my act up. All right, let's get started. I received the plaintiff's proposal for an agenda, which looked pretty good. Had the stuff that I was going to cover. And I did get a letter from Joel with the status of documentation on the Wren. Did you folks get that?
I remember one time in the 80s, I owned this kind of slum house, and I was renting it out to this less than prosperous person. And every month when the rent was due, they had some excuse, you know, why they didn't have to pay the rent. And I really thought I heard them all. You know, I thought I heard every possible excuse you could make. And then along comes liberty, you know? I mean,
Good afternoon, gentlemen. How are you guys doing?
good. Does this have on? I mean, we had this on the agenda, I think, for the first time last night.
That's nice to see as always.
And
Yeah, I was wondering why don't they pay the months that they have to use?
well, and in the documentation, okay, so this was one dispute. So we sent them bills, I can't remember the date or 10 months, okay? So it was monthly, then we skipped a month. But the reason we skipped a month is because the month before we paid for 2 months. And the check was right there. And so they bounced that back to us and said, oh, this needs to be explained or clarified or something. Clarified. We just like to get the rent paid. At least the rent through some reasonable time period. I mean, I don't even know how they can question you've been paying the rent.
Joel, do you have a chart? So that
Yeah, that's the charge I sent today. We need 1, 2, 3, 4 checks, and then we'll cut a check for everything through this month.
What are the 4 checks then?
August, October.
September, October, November.
Yeah, September, October, November.
2021?
Yes, and then the May check, the one you just paid.
The
So,
bottom line and down about 6 lines. He's got the
Right.
3 months he needs, and the bottom line is this month.
well, they reimbursed us through November 1st, 2021. And
Not exactly. So they reimburse you for the checks that were provided. When you guys credited them, you credited them chronologically, not for the checks provided. That's where the breakdown is. So they actually owe for different months that you've got. And we just need 4 checks, and they'll cut you a check for everything that's owed.
well, what does this mean when it says paid $6,142?
Those are the 3 checks you got, and those are the dates you got them.
The checks they paid us.
I can send you the checks, I just didn't want to e-serve them on everybody.
And then what are these that say appears to have been paid above?
Because they're paying $6,000, they're paying double. They were paying for those months between, I don't know what glasses. March and August. So if we can get the missing checks, they'll cut a check for the entire amount through this month, so. Right away, it doesn't take that long. We've got the checks for the offers of judgment. Doesn't take that long.
Do they only owe for 3 months at this time?
No, they owe for a lot more than that.
Yeah, how many months in total do you think is owed?
15, 16-ish?
I think I had 18.
Yeah.
And you only need 3 checks to
And I
pay?
need 3 checks and they'll pay all of them. So
Well, why are they holding up 15 of them if they only need 3 out of 18?
they have to credit the check with the month paid.
See,
Barry, how soon can you get the checks over to me?
Not this afternoon, first thing tomorrow morning.
Would you two keep me, just you can email back and forth yourselves to try to work it out so we don't all have to worry about it. But the minute you're at an impasse, will somebody let me know and I'll just set up a telephone conference with the two of you.
Okay, I'll talk to our accounting department this afternoon or tomorrow, first thing tomorrow morning, and send you the checks.
And Kavanaugh raised the issue before we got started formally, but the billing on this, because it's been set up so, not like any other special master case, I was coordinating 9, and the billing was only set up for, what, plaintiff and defendant bill?
Right.
Right? So, but are there enough third parties for me to go a third, or what do you two suggest I do?
I don't think there is enough third parties.
Yeah, I think so.
So,
There may be more later,
but right now, just still go with 50-50? Okay.
There's new.
I didn't want to ignore it. Somebody had written me about it.
There are new.
Can we at least add Kavanaugh to it?
Yeah, you should. There are new plaintiff law firms. So I leave it up to the plaintiffs as to how they want to allocate their part of it.
Yeah, let's take a look at that. I think it's probably not worth trying to figure it out at this point, but if there's a bunch more, maybe we would.
Okay, well, just let me know. Take another fresh look at it, and if you think I need to readjust it, let me
If we pay
know.
for them, we might as well pay for everybody else. Why not? You guys got any bills you need us to pay, just send them over.
Can they for everybody?
Yeah, listen, I'm appreciative.
Well, real water's paying, right? Real water's being billed half, right?
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
I'm sure you're not 18 months behind either.
Well, I'm not in the loop on that. All right, I've got some letters right up through today on these pathology materials.
We resolved that, so they.
Okay, is that, I kind of figured it was when I saw
They
it.
agreed to give it back, and they're filing some kind of motion on it or something. Fine, that's their right. You know,
They wanted some extra stuff though, right?
there is no extra stuff. We gave them exactly what our expert. We told them that in writing, and you know, it's just.
That's the debt now. My understanding from talking with Joan that there's some material that he has that hasn't been provided. I guess it's been.
Yeah, well, that's what Joan says, but we wrote her a letter saying that she got everything that he had. And that's my understanding.
And that's the understanding as to when.
When what? When in the original
Well,
package it went out.
No, I
I
just,
came in
We
today
sent
too.
them- Yeah,
Did
we
you
get
get
a letter
that?
back to him. Yeah, this is old. I've seen this.
Okay.
Yeah,
All right,
there's a letter back saying, you know,
I got one as the ninth, today, dated the ninth.
maybe there's some confusion about the numbers. that she
well, if you two
clarified.
can't work it out, I don't need to deal with everybody
Yeah.
waiting, but if you two can't work it out, would you alert me and we'll get on a conference call?
Is this the pathology thing?
Yes.
Well, you know, we just want it back in case someone else wants it. We got another expert deadline coming up.
Hard drives, real low. Has that all been done?
The last of the Mesa documents are being produced, and the hard drives. I don't know, I got the agenda late last night, I didn't get a chance to find out. I'll do a letter to all parties with all hard drives. Is that hard drives on the agenda? Did I miss it?
It's not on the agenda.
Okay.
At least I don't see it on mine.
No, but I still have it.
But
as
that's
a
still an
follow-up.
issue, right?
No, it's not, but I had it as a follow-up.
Right, I'm with you.
So have they,
I don't know.
we don't know,
I
do you
don't.
know?
Last I heard, this was months ago, Polo had them and they downloaded them, but the images had not been released to us, but this was months ago.
All right, let me know, if- all right,
Okay.
I'm gonna do it. I had it as a
Okay.
follow-up
Yeah,
before we
I don't
went.
know if they've been released or not.
Let me know if there's a dispute.
Okay.
And then the next issue that was raised was deposition scheduling, and I don't know if you need me to get involved in that, or what do you want me to do?
Well, you know, we're trying to schedule all these expert demos. It's kind of settled down a little bit, but at the beginning, the first couple days, pick a date for the expert, someone would agree to, so two other defendants would say, oh, I can't make that one. We've only got a month to really do these things in, so it seems to me that any day we pick of the month should be agreeable unless there's some kind of state of emergency or something. So that's why we wanted to put it on the agenda. Now, it has gotten better, but we still don't have dates from a lot of the defendants for a lot of their experts. We've been sending around a chart every day for everybody to look at, and the chart has, do you have one of the charts here?
Well, I've got the calendar.
Yeah, the calendar. So what we do,
There's not many people on it.
that's right. So this is
Yeah,
the current, I think we added out another.
And for those of you on the Zoom, I'm looking at Exhibit 2 to the notice of plaintiff's proposed agenda that was e-served yesterday.
Okay, so we got 12 experts on it. We've got another one of ours we're adding, so that'll be 13. I think universe of experts is approximately 30, right? Does anyone count it up?
Yeah.
About 30, right?
Close.
Okay, so we have 12 or 13 out of 30, so now we need the other 17. So,
27.
okay, 27.
So we have 13 out of 27 scheduled.
Right, and we're waiting for dates. We have 2 ourselves that we haven't given dates for that we're going to do.
We'll be doing order saying in 10 days, anyone whose expert is in schedule has to provide available dates. Do I need to do that, or do you guys want me to do that?
Why don't you do it?
Yeah, once you do it.
Yeah, once you do it,
It makes it more serious.
It seems to me.
For any designated experts that haven't been deposed, correct?
Yeah, no one's been opposed.
Hadn't
Well,
provided
not
a
scheduled.
deposition date.
That aren't currently scheduled.
Right.
12 or 13 scheduled so far.
We got 12, my count's 12.
That's what I got.
Well, then there's another one that we just scheduled right before we're coming up here. It's not, it'll be on the thing we file out 5. So that'll be 13. There's also fact witnesses during some of this period too.
On your proposed schedule, you got a jury questionnaire, but I don't think I'm in the loop.
Well, we just submitted the questionnaire to them. We don't know what their proposal is, it depends on like the questionnaire too, but I don't know what their position is.
Is the court ruled on this, or?
No, this is our first draft.
Oh, okay.
And what we were hoping is to set up some kind of procedure where the parties meet, confer, and if there's a big issue, maybe bring it to you, keep it out of the judge's hands.
Yeah, let me know if there's a dispute, maybe we can work it out.
Yeah.
And that's just
I think
a
right. The first thing is, if they're not willing to even discuss it, then we'd like to know so we can file a motion on it. If they are willing to stipulate to it, and it's just a question of meeting and conferring over the contents.
We probably have had more questionnaires in the 8th Judicial District than any other district in the country.
I assume that everyone wants one, but just in
Joel,
case.
We will agree to a questionnaire.
Okay, well, you two try to work it out, and if you need help, let me know, we'll set up a hearing, let everybody participate.
Is that the agreement of all defendants, or just you, as far as you know?
I can't speak on behalf of everybody.
I know someone conferred with you, defense side. Anybody else want to speak up?
We'll want to look.
Why don't we see what it says, Teddy, and if you guys want to.
I think he's saying philosophically, do they agree with a questionnaire? That's a yes or no. If you do, yes, then we can start looking at it as opposed to bringing a motion before the court, before you. Good.
That's right.
All right, good.
All right, what department's Gallagher? Is that Judge?
Judge Williams.
Who is it?
Judge
Oh, Williams. Department 16.
Yeah.
So somebody said he's retired.
He is to come to jams.
Not before this case, though.
No.
When is he?
I don't know,
But after
but
the verdict.
he's coming to jams at some point.
30 seconds. I'm gonna call it 30 days right after the GMOV and all of that stuff is done.
I would be a good mediator.
Yeah, I know this case.
All right, status of Milwaukee Instruments discovery responses.
Yeah, I mean, so Milwaukee and Hannah are this big conglomerate. I think we had the chart one time. And there's, I don't know, it's either 140, 160, 180 entities. There's lots of entities. lots of boxes here. And they're all owned by these parent companies. So from day one, we've been saying, well, fine, we got the Milwaukee policy, we got the Hannah policy, but what about all the big boys on top of you? Where are their policies at? You know, we don't have any policies for any of them. So that's what the discovery requests in to Milwaukee were for the interrogatory, the insurance information of their parent.
Well, Milwaukee Instruments is a party, but the parent companies aren't parties, right?
No, but I mean,
Well, they are, and.
well, they are in some of the cases, yeah.
Well, that's what I want to know.
Yeah, they are. There's two main parents. There's, I give them STD, SID.
Yes.
There's SID US and SID International. And when you look at the charts, they're on the top of all the charts, okay? Everybody's under them. So they own someone, they own someone, they own someone. So they are actually parties to the case.
Well, we can't resolve it, we're gonna have to do a motion to compel and get through this.
Well, we've already done a motion to compel on Milwaukee, and we've actually got a motion to
Do I have one pending? Or
No, not you. We brought this to you 6 months ago, and you said produce the insurance policies. They didn't do it. So now,
It's got order.
Oh, so are you on that?
yeah, now we've got a motion to strike, which we've continued a couple of times. Which
Well, that would have to be in front of the court.
it is,
Oh, okay.
which is not, but you know, I don't really want to strike an answer. I just want to get some insurance information. You know.
Yeah, be careful, Jeff.
Yeah, right. True. Right.
Well, all right, so that's in the court's jurisdiction at this point, right?
You know, I don't know why you can't just give us some insurance information.
So how do you feel typically, Floyd, when a parent has some type of insurance that covers it's another company, this one being Milwaukee, and they've not produced any policies that cover both? And that's what I'm concerned about.
Well, under 16.1 they have.
I think they do too. And so we've not done this great.
They specifically broadened 16.1 related to insurance.
I agree.
And they broadened it again related to reservation rights letters.
I
So-
agree, Lloyd. I'm partly saying this just to hear you respond.
But it sounds
Hoping
like
that
you're
people-
above my pay grade. You're at the district court.
Well, I don't know. I think
I've
there's
already ordered it.
I think there's a
You ordered
continued
it on the
obligation
news.
for that to happen.
I've already ordered it.
Okay, well,
We've had 16.
is Scott Rasmussen on the phone? On Zoom or something?
I don't know if it's Scott so much as the Milwaukee people. We could write them another.
I don't see Scott.
Yeah, another
I don't see
letter.
Rob. I don't see Rob. Oh, you're right. I
I
don't see him.
remember we had the hearing and they came on, they said, oh, Floyd, you didn't order us to produce insurance. And then we read your order. You will produce insurance, you know? That's what happened last time, okay? That's what.
Well, you're above me. You don't want to remand it back down here.
No.
No, we just,
Okay.
that's fine. All right,
All right, well,
that's what we got.
try one more time. I think that's all we had.
And you're working out the path, so.
This
Couple of
worked
other
out.
stuff.
We're supposed
Joel,
to
do you have anything?
put up FedEx back.
Does anyone on the Zoom
So
need us to address anything else?
Taking care of business.
Yes, this is Laureen Frister for KP Distributors. I just want to confirm that none of the plaintiffs' attorneys are going to have any issues with defendants that are not in the Gallagher case attending expert depositions.
The experts are in the Gallagher case, right?
Right.
That's your choice.
I haven't really thought about it. I mean, we do it, I mean, to be candid about it, we do.
Are they designated in the other cases?
Well, they will be, but, so we have 9 experts in Gallagher. I think 2 of them are in causation.
You know,
Yes,
I
so-
hear a lot of different voices. If you can repeat that, Will.
That's a mic right
Okay, we
there.
have 9 experts in Gallagher, 2 of them are causation. So our present intent is probably we're gonna take the 7 non-causation and just have their reports be verbatim in the following cases. So, you know, if it's understood that this deposition is the shot, I don't think they should be allowed to take the depositions over and over and over again if it's the same report.
No, I don't think she's asking, maybe she needs to clarify. She's not asking if she can actually examine the witnesses during the depositions, is she? Or is it
I'm asking if defense counsel from other cases can attend.
Not question, just attend, correct?
Right, correct.
Sure.
Yeah.
Did we not adopt, we had talked about a limitation on multiple depositions for the experts, so we never reached an agreement.
I thought it's in the case management order that.
Yeah. You can take it to
Well, my general rule is, if somebody sets a deposition of an expert who's already been deposed, they're required to order and read the transcript, and they can't duplicate any of the questions.
Can I, Hale Gallery, third party defendant, none of these experts' reports are tailored to the individual injured person.
Those are causation ones.
Those are the causation.
Those are causation
Yeah.
ones he's speaking
So the
about.
causation ones, there'll be new expert reports tailored to that new plaintiff, okay?
So that's understood.
And that would be understood that you would have the deposition as to the new material.
And our stipulation was just that. If an expert is deposed, and he's redeposed in another case, just not duplicative questions. If there's case-specific or additional questions, that's different than.
Well, and the qualification questions are pages long, and the experience questions are pages long. So I was required, even if somebody has a good reason to retake an expert's depo, they have to order and read that other transcript first. So, all right, well, I don't think that's an issue yet.
You have a housekeeping question. Or does it matter for your records, like additional, if we know, do you want us to notify you when additional cases are added?
Yeah, I want a list, because especially if I'm billing 50/50.
Well, some of the cases are from their firm, most of them.
Now, I've already been billing it. Would you take a look at it? And if I need to address it,
We haven't filed a new case.
For now, that's coming. It was filed a while ago.
Yeah, it's filed long ago.
It was
how many have been joined to the 9 coordinated cases?
Oh, well, there's way more than nine. We're up to
No, but I'm talking about the original, the Charter 9
55.
that we started with.
How many cases have been?
Do we have now?
Oh, more like 17 or 18.
That are under my
That would
authority?
be 20, yeah,
That's cases, not plaintiffs.
cases, not.
Yeah, oh,
Right.
plaintiffs.
I'll circulate a list.
Yeah, because I want to make sure I have all the plaintiff firms.
Okay, I'll circulate a list.
Maybe missing.
Like there were 2 today.
What was
From,
today?
Christian Morrison firm. All right, I'll circulate a list.
Right. On the defendant's experts, the 18, how many depositions do you anticipate taking? All of them or?
Oh, okay. I mean, we would be willing to stipulate to waive expert depots on both sides. If you want to do that, but we didn't think you wanted to do that. Because, the reports are pretty complicated, especially some of these reports.
Especially as a rule.
Yeah.
All right, do you want another meeting in a month, or what do you folks want?
Yeah, I think a month would be good.
If you need it earlier, let me know. Joel, you okay with that?
Yep.
You folks on the Zoom, does anyone need to cover any other issues or have any comments you need me to listen to? So I got appointed a special master for one of our newer judges. And she called me up to talk to me about what they do. And she said, well, I've been watching your special master hearings on the internet. I said, what? I said, I better clean my act up.
Knows you got a tie and a suit and looking.
Oh, I do that every day, so, but anyway, all right, so that's it. I'll set another hearing in a month. If anybody needs something earlier, let me know. These issues regarding the rent and the pathology issues, if anything comes to a head and you need an earlier hearing, make sure you let me know. We'll just set it up by conference and Zoom.
Okay.
So you'll just.
Not yet.
Well, you're just gonna.
All right, you folks on Zoom don't have anything else? Is everybody through here?
Yeah.
Yeah, we were talking about